over the city to counter the bitter air. I will be listening for you. The chains were too hard to bear. I believe there's a place where I belong, and you do too. It's not far away. If only it were true. I believe that the waves won't take me down when I'm not alone. I cannot combat this time. No, I'm not coming now that I've been long gone. Have you missed me at all? The road home.
Welcome everyone to the ATK Rainbow Six League. We are in the final stage of the bracket, now into bracket play. I suppose.
play.
My name is Trinok. We have Ladon and Untamed Cox, and laughing in the background is the man Cloudburst himself. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Burst?
I'm doing very well, Mr. Trinok, and everybody else that is watching. And if any of the teams are here, so what's up, guys? I'm super keen to see you guys play. I mean, we are entering the double elimination rounds now, and oh boy, this is going to be quite the cracker.
I think it's going to be spicy. On paper, these teams both went 2-1 in the group stages, so very evenly matched. And what a map selection we have here that we're going to be just looking at and playing on, Cloud.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a coastline up first, which is what they've chosen here. But if you look at the bands, we also have Clubhouse as well as Cafe Dostoevsky, which I've probably brutalized the name of, but please bear with me. I think it's close enough. But Trinok, from your side, we've seen, I don't think we've seen Clubhouse yet, but we've definitely seen Coastline and Cafe.
We have seen Clubhouse, not...
Okay, no, we did. You're correct, yes.
We saw it with in the OG game and it was played a bit there. It has been played a bit throughout the league. Cafe going to be that deciding map, so both teams happy to play that one.
Yeah,
Coastline. Coastline is a great choice by UC. They took Nibble 5 up, losing that game 7-5, but doing that against Nibble, something huge. So this is definitely a map that they are comfortable on, that they are ready to rock and roll on. So I think we're going to need to be looking out to see what UC brings out here and how Ladon responds.
Fun, Jane.
Yeah, I mean, from my side at least, when I was first entering the Siege scene, I knew that Ladon was actually one of the stronger teams on the scene. But I don't know, as we see nowadays, I hear that mostly being talked about from the side of Nibble and Omnius Gaming. So, so from my side, like, Tronok, can you give me insight as to where Ladon sits in the scene at the moment?
As far as I'm aware, they are one of the oldest teams. They've been around since Nibble has been around. They share a lot of members, or have given up a lot of members. I say 2 of their members now and playing in OG. So it's been a lot of like traveling around. Ladon's sort of the feeder team as one of the OG guys out there. So I mean that's an interesting one. They do have a very amazing IQ player in the form of Wicked. So, possibly going to see an IQ ban from Untamed Cox as they actually go for the Monty ban, not wanting to face those shields. And of course, that makes sense for Untamed Cox. They love the fight. They love the brawl. They love the pure shooting match as opposed to trying to work out their way around something. So, if they're going to be banning the shields, that means they don't have to worry about a shield in the way of their bullets.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you there. Looking at the bans in that regard, we definitely saw that Untamed Cox are very, very good at the mechanical play, which is, I think, it really showed when we watched them just a moment ago versus the side of Nibble, which they pushed quite far. But just to update what's happening here, there's just a lobby setting we need to change over because the wrong team's attacking first, defending first. So just quickly swapping that, and then we're going to jump right back into the action. But in the meanwhile, I mean, we already have so many talking points about these teams, and that's so nice about a league that is continuing like this as we go into the double elimination. But Trinok, just on the topic of Untamed Cox, I do feel that they're a team that we've seen so much. I don't know. I want to say so much growth, but we've seen what, like 2 matches of them. This will be the
Yeah,
third one
we've seen
see.
2 matches of them, and
But it feels like growth.
no, sure. I mean, well, have we seen 2 matches of them? Because I know we did watch them against OG, but I don't think we've done. No, we definitely have. Never mind. I'm remembering incorrectly. You're right.
It's not a problem there, Tronok. But from Untamed Cox, I mean, just when you talk about the big names, I didn't really expect for this team to be quite up there, so to speak. And they keep surprising me every time I see them or interact with their players. They really have something great going on there. So,
Well, I mean, they have some amazing players, and I apologize for cutting you off there. I thought you were finished. I mean, Angry African arguably is one of the sort of siege players who's been around for a long time. He's taught one of the top players himself, Causa, how to play the game. So he's definitely been around. He knows the game. He understands how to shoot, and I think that's a huge power. He's definitely one of the members dragging his team forward. Him an enemy often fragging out, regardless of the map or the scenario. And you possibly are going to be looking to see him doing those sneaky roaming strats on Valkyrie, you know, going around like that in this map again, like they were doing against Nibble.
Well, I'm looking very forward to them doing that. But I don't want to just talk about Untamed Cox, as we have seen them twice before. This is going to be their debut in the double elimination. But talking about debuts, Ladon Esports, this is going to be the first time that we are going to be seeing them on a live match for the 80k Rainbow Six Siege League. And Trilok, by all means, you're basically the lore master here. I think you'll know way more about it than what I do. But why don't you tell me a little bit about the players on the side of Ladon? I'm getting too excited with my words here.
I'm not all too familiar with Ladon, to be honest with you. I mean, the first time we actually spectating them, like I said, I do know Wicked is an amazing player, really great IQ ban, absolutely phenomenal with that mechanical skill, with his aiming skills. Death, I'm aware that Depth is a hard spot. You're probably going to see him on that Thermite or the Abana, something back there, holding that bomb, ready to go into sight.
Good luck,
and then Mario, the captain, not too much known about him, but I am told that he can clutch out when he needs to. So, you know, there is definitely a strong team there, a nice dynamic that they're going on. Everyone can fill where they need to fill in on. And I think it's going to challenge UC here. But like I said, you can't underestimate UC, especially on Coastline, where they really took it to Nibble.
Completely. I really look forward to seeing how Ladon, as I've been informed, not Ladon, I do apologize.
I've been calling it Ladon since I was casting Overwatch, so
I can
no
agree.
one's corrected me back then.
Yeah, never once been corrected that it's Ladon for like what 2 years, and now it's onto Ladon. But without further ado, we're back over onto Coastline now. The bans have been made, and they're going to be staying the same, which is where we have the Thatcher, the Montaigne, the Mirror, and the Echo bans. So picking up over here, Untamed Cox going with the Valkyrie band at Smoke Goyo Jaeger over on defense.
UC got that Goyo just to try create, block off a lot of channels, use that utility a bit more. Means there is going to have to be some utility burn for Ladon. Sorry. I mean, they are going to bring up that Sophia to do just that. The Capital is there to get behind that shield if they need to. So, you know, I think Ladon is prepared to take UC. I think they may be aware of how UC plays on defense here, have that IQ in play to look for those Val cams. So the utility for Untamed might not be that powerful against this composition of Ladons.
Yeah, I do really like what they're going with here. They have a lot of different angles they can take with the composition they're building here. So we'll have to see if Untamed Cox is really going to be able to deal with such a multifaceted faceted assault from their side, as you were saying there, Trinok. But looking at the defense here, I mean,
5 seconds to go.
quite stock standard from what we've been seeing as well.
Attackers
Yeah,
are
I mean,
moving out to
Goyo
locate
is
a
just
bomb and defuse it.
valuable to have
Attackers have dropped
all the
bomb
time right now.
location.
He's got those 3
Attackers
extra
recovered the
shields.
bomb
There's a
diffuser.
whole bunch of defensive gadgets that, like I was talking about, that you need to burn through just to get into the sides, get into the spaces. And I mean, smoke's always a good asset to have. Just stop any fast rushes or pushes through. You might find Ladon is a bit more aggressive though. They might just rush through those smokes and not care too much about that.
Okay, but looking over on the high ground right now, Strider, or Streeter, if it's Ladon and Ladon. We'll have to find out what his pronunciation is shortly. But a pretty slow entrance. Or actually quick from the one angle, but a bit slow from the other angles.
Yeah, just taking their time, figuring out what's happening, where the sites are, who is where right now, and getting that roof control. They don't have a banner or any sort of hard breach, which I mean that's not unusual for this map. You don't really need the hard breach. There's a lot of areas you can move through without needing that. So not going to be opening that wall onto billiards from the roof, but that's not going to stop them from entering straight into billiards from the side.
Yeah, I mean, they just have direct control of the point in this situation. And Untamed Parks need to answer before there's a diffuser planted.
Well, here we go. Goyo's ready to go as he sticks that shield down. Just says, "I'm aware of you guys. I'm here," and that shield's going to be a huge problem. Although taking shots from the back, Unreal almost goes down, manages to stay alive. Just rotating back into VIP. Ladon just trying to stay secure. As a nice,
Ooh, angry African. There we go. There's a fragger. Yeah, that's fantastic. Like, I was actually quite surprised that Untamed Parks was just letting them get all that space, and then Goyo playing so aggressively, actually just recklessly. But it seems like it might just be working out for them, and I love these Velt cams. Look at the positions of them here.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a lot of information that unfortunately Ladon hasn't been picked up on. I mean, Wicked is obviously not near this area, but knowing exactly where that Sophia is going to be huge. As now it's on Death to try to get through. Does stun himself in the interim, but the site is open. Going for the diffuser plant. Smoke does come out, but Death's going to try and land it. Unfortunately, that's not how you want to do that one. Death going down. Enemy getting a nice little frag onto him, using that smoke beautifully through the wall. And now it's all on Ladon to try get the diffuser down again. Mario did manage to recover that. Sorry, no, yep, that was Mario.
Yeah, Mario does have the diffuser. He's going to try and plant it as well, but there's just more smoke, and right now, Ladon are just kind of boxed in, although Wicked picking up the kill on Homer now actually allows him a little bit of space without the Jaeger on the defense. But can they actually place it on A as they try once again? Not at all, because Angry African and Enemy are going to clear the rest of Ladon out of here. Trilok, what needs to change?
Yeah, a little bit dumb going for the plant when they didn't have much control. They didn't have billiards control. I mean, that smoke was just waiting. Enemy was just waiting there with his smokes, and he didn't have to do much. He threw a smoke on the wall, used a little bit of that. What happens is often the smoke can just glitch through the wall. I don't know if it's a glitch or if that's how it's meant to be. You know, he just uses that to make sure that you can't plant in, and that's a default location to plant. That's not like they were trying something sneaky. You're either on the billiards table or you're behind the bomb, right where they were. So they knew exactly where they were. If they had control of billiards, however, the smoke wouldn't have had the space to do just that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Trinok. Definitely a space control thing, and I think they were actually a little bit over eager on the side of Ladon, and then that over eagerness caused them to be a little bit reckless. Where honestly, I thought it was Untamed Cox that were being reckless and really living up to their name there, but Ladon was just so fervent to plant there. But looking at this now, actually picking up the blitz over on the offense for Death, which maybe that could be something interesting that Ladon plays on, knowing that the bomb has been moved over to Blue Bar, or at least expecting for it to be there.
Yeah, I actually I think you do see what side it is in the 6-pick phase. So you do have some knowledge if you want to change for the side. Blitz could be good here, like I said. Untamed do love that brawl, do love the firefights. You know, bring a shield in, maybe just get some little bit more ability to deflect that sort of hard knocks of Untamed with that shield, get a little bit of rush going and move on through. And that's also seemed to be what Ladon was trying to do. They did want to rush a little bit faster, and you know, Smoke was doing his job there perfectly to delay them. So let's see how they do it now with a shield in front of them instead.
Well, let's first see what angle Ladon wants to take to push into Blue Bar, as we do see Sven on the Capital opting for the roof alongside Wicked, who is on the IQ, who we were told by the team to actually look out for his IQ here, so we could see some very nice plays coming in from this lad.
I
Excuse
mean,
the pun.
that's common knowledge. Wicked is just a really insane player and a great IQ. So, yeah, let's see if he actually can make use of that gadget that is available, get some sort of gadget control over the defense. They are going to be going for an aquarium take, move down to Villiers, get control of those hatches, make sure there's no roamers upstairs. And at the moment, Untamed mostly just sitting on that bottom floor, probably Angry African looking for that sneaky C4 once again.
Oh, and I mean, I think what we actually need is in chat. We just need a kill counter here for Angry African with his C4s, a C4 counter. So if anyone's up for the job, please be my guest.
Yeah, just count down how many times Angry African just tosses a C4 out wildly and finds someone. Yeah, as they make their way through the upstairs area.
Ooh, this is dangerous. You can see right now, Death's Blitz is actually just in the eyes of Untamed Cox right now, as Wicked finds the first pick over directly onto Angry African. But Homer comes back, takes down Wicked. They're going to be transferring through Kitchen.
Loading dart.
And Sven wanting to make use of the gadget here, using the smoke to clear up the path so he can push through the courtyard.
Yeah, just wants to watch out for that soft door. They have opened up. This is a very common open area, just opening up the bottom of the wall there by a blue boss. So they will have knowledge and information if they do try cross too far. And their fire is going to be shot out by the Capital. Oh, Sven just wants to push them out of blue bar, get some space, and there's a nice little sneaky smoke. Once again, showing that use of smoke, enemy not afraid to throw it out. 3v3 now with the refrag. Oh, but there we go. That comes in, and they clean that up nicely, getting a quick 3k, collapsing inwards and attacking beautifully there, Club.
I must say, I'm really happy with the way that Ladon played that. They came in and rushed from multiple angles, and that's almost something that I was kind of expecting in that situation there. Or not in that situation, but I was actually expecting that from Ladon, just from their composition in the first round. But you could see definitely with the Blitz here, they were able to do it a lot better. Even losing one player, even though it was a 4v4 and then it was quickly turned to a 3v3, they were able to pick up those final three players quite quickly, taking multiple angles, using the Capital's fire quite well as well. Or I can't say as well so many times here. Just sounds
Yeah,
silly.
you did say as well quite a few times.
Quite a few
in a short space of time, I'm not gonna lie.
But by all means, Ladon tying it up 1-1 over here on the first map of this best of 3. Looking pretty good there, and this is only the very beginning. As once again, it looks like, is this blue bar defense again?
Yeah, going downstairs back to blue bar, Sunrise. Not really changing up much. Interesting little switch on Ladon's side. You've got Death now playing the IQ. Wicked switching over to that Zofia. Let's see what they can make of it. I think Wicked was tired of trying to look for gadgets for the time being and now wants to be able to push on in and get some frags.
Wants to diversify his repertoire in the game here.
You can't just be a one trick forever. Well, you can.
Yeah, you can, but maybe there's something you can learn from your teammates here as you swap around the operators. But on the defense here, pretty much the same, except for the fact that they're bringing in the Wamai instead of the Goyo. So he's going to be able to use his Overwatch gadget to remove any incoming ordinances. That's the word I was looking for last time we casted. Ordinances, I've got it now.
They're utilities because some of them aren't gunpowder based, which is what ordinance is referring to.
Okay, I was fair. You make a fair point. So that was all a waste of time for me. But coming in over here now, we do have more players on the roof once again. Zofia in Wicked, looking out for some angles. It's just a drone out. I think they just want to find the exact point. It seems like they're actually applying pressure over to Hookah.
I mean, that's a standard entry, coming Fuka Billiards, that sort of area, get control of those hatches, then you got to hatch straight down into Sunrise Bar, Blue Bar. That's a very standard sort of approach to this map and approaching Blue Bar Sunrise. Now their problem is just watching out for those roamers. They are aware that there is a roamer through that window there, so that's just really the biggest threat now is how do they get control without being flanked or roamed. And I mean, that's partly why that Nomad's there. That's partly why Mario is there, to watch for the flank.
Okay, IQ on death, looking for any gadgets over here, and actually going to be breaching through the top of Hookah to try and see if they can find some picks possibly. And oh my word, that player from Untamed Cox walked right past the crosshair, not able to quite get the kill though, as we actually are moving to a sub-minute and a half time on the third round of Coastline.
Well, they don't call it a 20-second meta for nothing, Cloud. They just want to make sure that they have as much space to work with. Ooh, nice little peeky vertical play onto the Legion.
Doesn't find the kill, but
Valkyrie.
It's so low. If Angry African is able to clutch some kills out of here on this amount of health, it's going to be something special to look back on. And Homer finds the first kill on Mario with the headshot. And actually a double kill in this regard, taking out Strider as well.
I mean, you're talking about taking away the fragging potential of Angry African, and he's got way too little health to really engage in any firefights, but you don't really need it if Homer's just going to pop off. Angry African finally does go down. Sven goes for a peeky angle, doesn't manage to get it, whips out the pistol, still just crouching behind Blue Bar. Diffuser has been down, now we're in a post-plant situation. Untamed have the number advantage, and with Homer getting rid of Sven, that's just going to open up that slight completely. Wicked has to pull this one out of his ass, but he cannot get that last-minute self-revive off, and that's going to be Diffuser's Untamed. Bring it back in Blue Bar.
I love how talking about the 20-second messy here, and then you just have the plant coming in from Ladon, and not a chance is Untamed Cox going to allow that. Just systematically taking down the team one by one. We ended up with a triple kill on Homer there. I don't know if he actually got a quad, but I think it was just a triple by the end of it. But you can see that by all means, Untamed Cox, you can't hold them down. You have to be ready to take them on in any situation. As we move over to the fourth round now, though.
Yes, I don't know. Is that a cue to me for me to talk? I thought you were going to continue. You just
I was, and then I got really chilly, so I grabbed my hoodie because there was a sudden shiver through me. I couldn't speak. I would have just come off. I would have just come out like, not going to work. So that's up to you, Tronock. You take it from here.
Thanks, Cloud. I appreciate your honesty there. Now back into billiards. Hookah is Untamed. They did have a successful defense on this side in the first round, so why not go back? If it ain't broke, don't break it. Unreal setting up a very standard Goyo shield strat there, making sure billiards and default are going to be hard to plant on. They do have the smoke once again of enemies, so Ladon, this time deal with the smoke before you do anything else.
I think right now, Ladon need to start finding the important targets sooner. But when you have Homer on the Jaeger here, he's just cancelling so many different approaches that Ladon is trying to apply here onto Untamed Cox's defense.
We are going to have the Jaeger roaming downstairs in Sunrise Bar, so that's another additional threat. If you want to be entering downstairs and work that verticality, you want to watch out for Homer, and he's definitely showing that he's a powerhouse to be reckoned with on that Jaeger.
Ooh, and already shots coming through the window that was broken over here from Strider. Actually wanting to breach, or at least bait a breach for the top here. Allowing a drone to come through. And this is going to be able to get a lot of information for the side of Ladon.
Yeah, just if you can get VIP control, that allows you to have billiards. They do know where Angry African is now, so that's going to be called out to his team. If he can get something... I mean, he got that kill before he was even seen. So, you know, that called out a little bit late, but at the same time, Angry African just a powerhouse himself.
Completely. I was more just saying it as the fact that he's going to get those even if the team is trying to work against him in the situation. Ladon wants to deal with him, but he's like, no, I'm just going to get these kills. And oh, what a nice peek coming in from the side of Sven, taking out Unreal, but at least Angry African can find another kill in death, even things out a little bit.
Sven should not have won that fight. He should not have won that face check. I mean, he is in a situation now where he can't take another fight. But man, Unreal, that's a face check he's going to be regretting. Now into VIP. Still Angry African does have diffuser control. Just trying to keep him down. Oh,
he's
manages to get him down. That's going to be huge. He's going to be happy about that. Finishes them off. Make sure Wicked cannot get himself back up, as Sophia has that passive ability.
Oh, this is just tragic for the side of Ladon right now. Untamed Cox, Angry African getting 2 kills out of this room here, and they hold the diffuser control.
Yeah, having that diffuser, you can see it's being called out. You can see UC swarming around, and Angry African not going to be able to survive as he gets pinched between 2 of Ladon's players. Now it's up to UC just to get back down to side. Mozzie does manage to get the kill onto Sven, who was looking low after his battle with Unreal. Back to side goes Enemy, just making sure that no sneaky diffusers are going off while this happens. Mario does have control of the diffuser, and he has but 30 seconds to clutch this one out.
I think this is a really big ask for the side of Mario here. At least there's only 2 players on the side of Untamed Cox right now. However, Enemy on the smoke. Oh, what a dirty headshot.
Using that SMG 11 so beautifully.
Look at this, just boop. Bellissimo. Oh,
this isn't the Italian map.
It doesn't matter, Trenok. How else are you going to say something's beautiful with extra effect?
I would just say it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's okay. Well, I will not sit down in the situation. I think that was a fantastic kill from Enemy over there, and actually cementing Untamed Cox's lead right now, 2 rounds up over the side of Ladon here on Coastline. And not really any adaptations to either composition here.
Well, I mean, it is in Spain, speaking of coastline, so if you wanted to use the Spanish word for beautiful, you could.
I don't actually think I know that. Trenok, how good is your Spanish?
My no. I'm trying to think of a Spanish thing to say, but
I was like, that's not Spanish.
Donda,
No.
La Biblioteca, mi amati bon. That's all I know.
That sounded like
all I got.
Spanish rap. Was that from our boy Mr. Worldwide?
That was from Community.
Ah, okay,
That
yes,
was-
yes.
That was Childish Gambino's part.
Yeah.
I don't actually know Danny Booty's part.
Before he was Childish Gambino.
Well, yeah, he was in the makings of being
Yeah.
Childish Gambino.
Infant Gambino.
Not yet a child, Gambino.
Okay, no, I gotta stop. These jokes are so bad. Okay, let's talk about the game again. So, of course, we got some glow traps, actually different positions from what they've been placing them previously. But I think this is actually the first time we're... No, it's not the first time we're defending this point.
No, this is the first time they are sort of doing a kitchen defense as
Oh yeah, no, it
set
is.
up nicely.
Yep.
So yeah, this is definitely the first time kitchen and what's that alley storage room area entry.
Okay, but now Buck actually, same strategy here, wanting to break the hatch. But it seems like they could be playing this one a little bit more aggressively. Death actually peeking it, as we do see the drone come through. 2 drones double droning this one. Watch, they're looking there for Angry African. He's not there this time. He's somewhere else.
Yeah,
Here's
Angry
our
Africans
plans, my
definitely got
friends.
them scared, just double jumping out of VIP. As it looks like they have opened down the window into kitchen, but there are going to be 2 of those Goyle shields just blocking that push off. As still upstairs, Death looking for some sort of gadget to remove.
And here we go, IQ aware of his gadget.
Trying to shoot through the door frame, but
Yeah.
those door frames are pretty solid.
Sturdy door frames. If you need to upgrade your house with some door frames, get them from Siege, guys.
Yeah, find out who built this building in Spain.
Who built Coastline? Okay, so holding bar here now. It's almost like Ladon is slowly but surely looming onto the point here as they gather information, but the pace is so slow as we actually start to hear some gunfire as Wicked runs back into VIP. And
Yeah, I
feels
mean-
like there's a player here.
They have put Death, and he has gotten some sort of information for them. but
Okay.
they're not really acting on it, although with Strider coming in like that, that's definitely something that they are happy to have. There's a little bit of a reflag there onto Sven, but not much. Still have the man advantage, and they still have to worry about Angry African.
Playing from a different angle here in the situation, but Dujosh actually is the player to kind of stop the assault here from Death. enemy's also fallen, so...
Attackers have recovered their
Oh,
diffuser.
okay. Wicked really showing up here, taking down Josh. And planting for Strider.
Fuse is going to go down, so there's going to be a post-defuse phase for Angry African Army. Oh, with the C4 once again, Angry African not holding back. And now for the side retake. Gets air jab. That's going to give information to Wicked that there is in fact an Angry African coming up on his side. Homer unable to really do much here in this situation. Diffuser is going to be held nicely by Strider. And it's going to be hard for Angry African just to get his toes near it. He has to deal with two of Ladon. Wicked, unable to really take a firefight, has to get the headshot if he wants to succeed. Angry African just trying to find a way in, but Wicked hiding on the side there, perfectly positioned to take out Angry African before he can do anything else.
So something there, just running past this, something I noticed was that the Goyo shields there weren't actually broken. We didn't have any of that, and they were on both of the bomb sites. So the rotations that Untim Cox were playing wasn't actually giving them access to utilize Goyo's gadget in this situation, which I think would have actually at least stalled it out a bit for them to get better positions. But just the amount of players that were lost on Untim Cox, quite unfortunate for them. But Ladon definitely stepping up in round 5. As we start moving into round 6, though, one map up, or one round up, not one map. Jeez, I'm getting way ahead of myself here. One round up here for the side of Untamed Cox. Swapping out the Goyo once again for the Wamai.
Untamed Cops are going to want to win this. Wamai seems to be their operator of
Attackers need to
choice on
locate
Blue
and
Bar.
defuse bombs.
Back to Blue Bar, Sunrise Defense. But yeah,
Attackers have located a
they
bomb.
really want to win this round. You are going to go into switch sides, so UC are going to be on the attack next round. So if they can win this before 2 up, that's going to put them in a great position to bring it to Ladon and not have to worry too much about who or how much this match is up in the air.
Yeah, both teams want to get more of an advantage. I mean, for the side of Ladon, one round down here, they're definitely starting to gain some traction. But I can tell you right now that Untamed Cox don't want to be in a situation where they're always just leading by 1 round. They want to lead by at least 2 or 3 so that they can properly dominate things, and they have a bit of leeway to play a bit more solid. But yeah, we have to see what Ladon can do here, of course. No change to the composition once again. They're very happy with this.
Yeah, it definitely seems that Wicked and far more comfortable on the Zofia. Mario almost goes down to a sneaky peek from lobby by Angry African.
And once again, Angry African, he's playing so aggressive on this Roma. Being able to get that much damage on Mario so soon, as you've said before, it's not going to allow him to really take proper fights, so to speak, going forward. So you're gonna have to see a little bit of safer play from the side of Mario.
A safer play, I think that's going to just give them pause for thought in general. Ladon, once again, securing aquarium, billiards area, wanting to get those drop-down hatches onto Sunrise.
And as they move into Hooker, this could be where their assault properly begins. Mario is still scared of Angry African at the bottom there, but he's actually changed position a little bit, and he could find a little bit of a sneaky kill here.
I think they're mostly just worried about Homer, who has been playing upstairs quite a bit, but at the moment, looks like most of UC is downstairs.
Bomb located by attackers.
I mean, I wonder what they're actually trying here. I mean, if most of them are downstairs, they need to...
But that just comes down to what information you're getting. Angry African has made his way upstairs now into what looks like VIP, and this is going to give them a little bit more pause support, knowing that someone upstairs, Josh on Cool Vibe stairs, gets taken down by Wicked on the Zofia, and that's just going to be horrible. That he was a beautiful hard spot, beautiful hard anchor for UC on that site, and now he's not there as the Wamai Magnus start getting removed by the IQ of death.
Yeah, it's this is actually looking at the moment just really good for Ladon. Just the amount of space control that they're gaining with every action they make as a team. And Josh going down could be quite deadly. And now another one here. Homer falling down to Strider, who took no damage in that exchange either. Now Ladon is looking very good on round 6.
Yeah, this is definitely Ladon's match to lose, though. They still have to worry about Enemy and Angry African two powerhouse fraggers, but now no longer have to worry about enemy who gets caught out at blue bar. Wicked having the time of his life. Mario not really going to have much involvement into going forward, but Death's going to get that plant in blue bar anyways. Diffuser is down, post-diffuse situation. Angry African cannot move through that channel, and Unreal might have to approach this alone as Angry African gets taken out. Unreal does manage to get a refrag onto Death, but he is looking at a 3v1 situation. Too many angles to worry about, and Sven's just waiting for it in the background.
Yeah, I feel like over there with Unreal on the Wamai, he wasn't actually aware of that, of all the gaps that were created there. So just way too many angles for him to deal with. But Ladon now evening things out with 3-3 going over to round 7 here, Tronok.
Yeah, beautifully played by Ladon, just to open up as much as they could, make sure that there were too many angles. Like I said, just so many angles that he was not aware of, really. And now onto the attack, switching sides. Let's see how they approach this defense. They have baited out with the clash, and I'm sure that gave UC pause for thought. And now bringing out the Amaya, so maybe going for a little bit of fast repel through the windows
Attackers need to
and
locate
onto
I
site.
can safely say I was not at all expecting to see an Amaru here. But maybe Unreal can show something that we don't quite expect from the get-go on Coastline. Maybe there's something tasty we're going to be seeing here. Of course, Sven over here also on the vigils, so we might... I think this is one of the first vigils I'm seeing for the entire league, actually. Hopefully he's going to be able to roam quite safely through the drones they're going to be entering. He might be able to find some reasonably spicy kills, so to speak.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be wanting to delay, keep Untamed scared as they start off in Blue Bar Sunrise area. And here we go. Let's see what Untamed bring out with this Amaru in hand.
Okay, so Unreal just rotating around here. Doesn't look like he's actually doing all too much with the gadget just yet. Okay, so moving up along Hookah here for the buck that enemy is currently playing. Angry African on the ground here, or no, this is actually the balcony here on the Zephyr. As Unreal just drones out the side of Hookah.
The side of Hookah.
The side of Hookah, yes.
It's on team now. Let's see what happens, what they can do, Cloud. They do have a little bit of Wicked in Hookah just to worry about, so that's going to stop them moving on to there. Or the Angry African has taken control of VIP. Sven is waiting for him just to push on through, pop his head up. Don't think Angry African was that aware he was there, but now he is. Now he's going to be looking to see if he can just spot him out, get the pick on, and he does. Sven goes down, but a refrag by Strada means this is still an even match. And they do not yet have control of Hookah. They don't have control of that drop down. And as I say, that enemy comes out. He gets the frag. That's going to allow them that hatch control. Now onto Sunrise. It's going to be open. And UC are going to be ready to go in as fast as possible.
I just love the fact that Angry African, attack or defense, he's going to be in VIP and he's going to be taking down some numbers.
Yeah, what a solid player Angry African is, that's for sure. They do have top floor control now. They are going to be able to get that vertical spam damage down. Possibly look for just some chip damage as they're... Yeah, no, they have full control. Sorry, that switch confused me.
I feel like there's almost... Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to see Strider pick up Unreal here, evening the tides 3-3 now between both of these teams. Just the amount of angles that Ladon is trying to control.
Yeah, they definitely want to lock this down. keep them from having much entry onto the sites. Is the smoke's just gonna keep Angry African at bay. He does go with the stun, manages to get the smoke to move backwards. Is aware that that's theirs
my
though.
word.
Oh, but Angry African
Oh,
just
he
too
ends
much
up
stun,
falling.
too much spam, everything. There is the refrag. Do Josh an enemy
Oh my
come out
word.
and do something insane as they do a nice little quick 2v2 re-fire.
I absolutely love that. Let them use all their resources on Angry African as he enters here, and as soon as that starts happening, the rest of Untamed Cox push in, and they managed to get 2 kills out of that and close the round. That was fantastic from Untamed Cox. I can't take it away from Ladon though. I think they still made the right play. It just didn't work in that situation. They weren't call outs for everyone else in the team.
Yeah, I mean they definitely had quite a nice control of site itself that
Unreal, just
UC kind of just broke through. And Unreal now bringing back out the Ash, no longer on the Amaru, for Hookah Lounge Billiards Room. They did do really well at getting control of top floor. Once again, Angry African took VIP without so much of a sweat, spammed down into theater, got a nice pick-off. So this could be a side that Untamed are well versed in taking control of, and let's see how Ladon is able to defend from.
I must say, I do really like the way that Unreal is just flexing his flex muscles here with the amount of characters he's able to play. Coming out with the Amaru for one of the first rounds there, for the attack, and then actually swapping over to the Kali, saying, no, I don't want to play Kali, I want to play Ash. We're going to have to see how many characters this man can actually play here.
5 seconds left.
Wow, the Kali could have been just a bait on his part. I mean, as far as I'm aware, not too many of the teams do incorporate that Kali into their strat. I think Ladon's one of the few that does. So I mean, that might have just been UC just giving him, throwing them a curve or saying we could have a Kali.
You could expect this, but you're not sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And right away, like, once again, look at this. Air jabs even being used at the entrance here. I can only take it as the side of Untamed Cox knowing that Angry African got so much value out of it, and they have to be careful that Ladon might be doing the same thing.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. They definitely worry about those flanks, worried about where Ladon is playing, how they're playing. There is a cool vibe stairs controlled by Ladon. They do have some nice sneaky spots to go down. Oh, but losing Wicked so early on, Homer is going to be happy with that one. That's going to give them a lot more space to work with. You can see the Ash. They're just running through, not too worried anymore. Unreal, just going to go in as we see them moving towards the VIP room now.
Ooh, and Strider on cool vibe stairs, just trying to see if he can get a peek, or at least get some information as to exactly where Ladon is holding things. But Buck playing from the bottom here, wanting to get maybe some cheeky kills, or at least open up some space.
Yeah, at the moment, it just opened up some space, push them away from that billiards area, that bomb site, that allows your plant to get on in. Homer's going to be waiting for the call that's secure, and he can just move on in, get that diffuser down. As there we go, VIP has been opened by Homer. They are going to push into that, just get control of that area. Blue bar still firmly in the hands of enemy. Unreal finds himself in a little bit of a firefight now. Sven moving through bedroom, going to be looking for the flank. Gets
shot in the back.
out. Unfortunately, Angry African still holding on to VIP. He said, I'm still here. You still have to worry about me. That's going to give them a huge advantage going into this. Although there is one reflag, it is a 2v4 scenario, and that's a hard fight to go into.
Really, really is, especially with the dynamic of how the positions on the map are going to be changing here. And here we have the plant from Homer as well
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
on the IQ. Oh, a team frag! Oh no! Unreal takes on Homer as he tries to kill him. Mario actually gets a shotgun kill on Unreal on the crackback. That is 2 of Untamed Cox down in the situation, putting it to 2v2. We have just under 30 seconds. an enemy still playing from below the point, wanting to get rid of the player in Ladon who wants to defuse this bomb. He has the sight, finds his feet, actually gets the kill on Strider, making it 1v1 because Mario comes with the refrag against Angry African, and he has to be careful here, although can he actually get this, as enemy has to try and find the angle, but he's really struggling. I don't think he's going to be able to, as Ladon taking round 8.
Mario clearly knows exactly where to sit to stop the Buck from getting value from below. And our enemy definitely did a very good job from that below area after the little bit of mishap. Ash running in front of Homer like that. Not exactly what you want to have seen. Interesting to note that the smoke of Ladder not as potent as UC smoke, simply because he just hesitated a bit on throwing that smoke out when he should have.
I think that's a good point, but I mean, a little bit of hesitation there, but there was no hesitation when he went to go get rid of the diffuser there, and the balls on that man. I just have to say, he definitely has the knowledge to back it up, but knowing there's a Buck down there and still going for it, what a champ.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Oh yeah,
bombs.
no, definitely can be applauded for that defuse. I thought for sure the Buck was going to be able to take him out, but
completely.
just on a cross beam it looked like, as they once again go back down to Blue Bar. Just going to open up that courtyard wall. Oh, and Hatch reinforcement now. They're very worried about hookah control that UC was really good at getting in the first round of Ladon's defense. So now there's a hatch there. There is no hard breach for UC. That's going to make sure that that hatch can do nothing.
Attackers are heading
I must
out
say,
to
I
defuse the
absolutely
bomb.
love the Maestro pick over here. Death has been getting quite a bit of value out of it. Making sure that Untamed Cox just can't take a few angles there with the amount of information he's able to gain with it.
Well, he is a hard support specialist, so I'd expect nothing more from him than to be on that Maestro. And some nice angles for those Evil Eyes to sit, just to stop any diffusal plant from going down.
There's a rooftop control for 2 of Untamed Cox, as we see a rappel going up for Josh as well. Might just air jab out. Oh no, he's just peeking.
Just trying to win that face check, and like we did discuss, UC does love the firefight, so Josh hoping to win that one. Getting droned out, Sven, not exactly what he wants. Is Angry African now where he was actually unreal, fragging out on Wicked and the refrag onto enemy though. Still just keeping a nice little trade, keeping this even. At the moment, Untamed not making much headway on this attack.
Yeah, I mean, it just straight away resetting to 4v4. The tides are still even. Losing a drone here for the tide of Untamed Cox though.
Sometimes you just got to make sure that your drones are safe. What about that drone economy?
Oh, are we gonna see someone walk directly into the reticle of Sven? As there we go, he's letting his teammates know that there's definitely someone in hookah, and he actually does find a kill. Someone definitely did walk into him, as we see another peek looking at Cool Vibe stairs.
Yeah, Sven immediately gets that kill, rotates out of there. Cool Vibes seems to be the area to be if you are the vigil of Sven. They do have now top 4 control with Sven moving out of that area. They have to convert this into site control, however, else they're not going to be able to get that diffuser down.
Ooh, okay, air jab does land.
Yeah, now Death's position a little bit compromised there. Angry African does try to get the frag down onto him. He does have still a stun grenade if he needs to use it. But Death doing really well just to sneak past him and make sure that maybe just bait them into that kitchen area. As Josh moves around the sound, doesn't see Death, who in the end finds Angry African Sven coming out on top against Josh. Homer is alone, and this is not an Odyssey that he's going to win.
As he does fall. So, yeah, I just have to give it there to Death. I mean, the way he was lying there and kind of creeping around to make sure that he wasn't seen as he traversed the area of kitchen there, it was almost as if he was in a horror movie, but then, like a flick of a switch, it wasn't monsters he was hiding from. He was the monsters he picked up that kill from the angle that he was able to get. And just securing Ladon to get the 1-round advantage over Untamed Cox now. Moving over to round 10, 5-4. Things are starting to get dicey.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a map that you would expect Untamed Cox to be really putting it to Ladon. And I suppose they asked a 5v4 situation. But Ladon coming on top now is huge for them. And if they can hold on to this, win the next 2 rounds, that's the match. That's the map to them, and they're going to be 1-0 up.
From being defused by attackers.
I think this is the first time that Ladon has been up in the score as well.
Yeah, this is the first time for this entire map over on Coastline. And I think it was something I was just mentioning before, where you really want to start getting the advantage, and this is where Untamed Cox weren't able to get the 2-round advantage, and suddenly the momentum shifts over to the side of Ladon. And now they could be shaking a bit. I mean, you win this one, you go up to 6, then you're on match point.
10 seconds remaining.
Exactly. So I mean, just keep that momentum that you're now garnering into a kitchen sunrise defense.
Attacker's objective is to
Sorry,
defuse the
kitchen
bomb.
service entrance, not sunrise.
I was supposed to say, am I the only one who thinks that Evil Eye is actually kind of cute? Like the way that Maestro puts it against the wall, does this little like
You-
rotation thing.
You have problems, Cloud. It doesn't even have like, it doesn't even have any sort of characteristics. It's just a ball.
Yeah, it's cute,
Okay.
man.
All right, I know.
Oh, I like that little claymore there, just holding out in case we want to see anyone on the defense try and jump out for a moment there. But can... Oh, IQ got something through the door frame!
A bomb has been located.
Homer, level
Wow.
up.
No, I wouldn't really say through the door frame, as that was more through the barrier.
I mean, close enough, okay, let's give it to him.
There are Ladon roamers upstairs that could run into Homer and Angry African as they stand. Angry African does have the diffuser. He does not want to go down to what looks like a Sven sitting up top there with the Mozzie.
Holding thunder. Target located. Second floor.
Attackers
The
have
Angry
dropped the
African
bomb
on
diffuser.
Zofia wanting to get his favorite room on Coastline. Oh! Oh my gosh, Josh! Right away picking up Sven. Sven didn't even know he was there at all. But Angry African is going to have to go on a complete duel with Wicked here to try and get VIP. Which Wicked doesn't win because Homer is the one who just goes around, wraps around, gets the kill on him. Untamed Cox right now, not wanting to let Ladon have the advantage. Untamed picks up the diffuser, and he's going to start moving in as he has the backup of his teammates.
Not yet playing any sort of vertical movement. You see, they're finally opening up the floor with the sledge of enemy, and that's just going to give them some space to look down into kitchen from this bedroom area. Now I think they gave him a little bit of information. Angry African's still just waiting to move on into VIP with the rest of his team. Probably going to move downstairs for that kitchen diffuse. Oh, inches away
does he?
being
Does he?
the head of Mario is enemy here. Just opening up all the floor above him, Cloud.
Yeah, he just wants to find it, but Unreal is going to be taking down Death. And it's just Mario left here. He's going to try and find a kill. Oh, okay! Finds a kill on Unreal there. Red Dot Sight almost gave him away completely. And Angry Africa's going to go for the plant, but Mario on the smoke. He wants to try and get some damage out there. Actually finds the kill on Josh 1v3, but he's not able to come out on top over here as Untamed Cox's enemy gets the final kill for what I think was round 10.
Mario just trying to rotate around to that hole in the wall that they had. I mean, all the angles were covered, so either way, Mario's probably gonna go down. But you could see what the thought process was behind him. If I can rotate around, get to that gap in the wall, probably get rid of the IQ over there of Homer, and at least just get some kills in, even if it might be a lost hope. And unfortunately, he was just spotted the moment he made that movement after getting that frag.
The side of Untamed Cox going back onto the sledge here as we move to round 11. Seems to work quite well for them there.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
It's
defused by
it's
attackers.
definitely was doing the work. I mean, kept Mario on his toes, that for sure. So probably gonna be looking for the same thing. Although Hookah Lounge Sledge might not have as much value, yeah, you know, you probably find a much better chance of Buck. Definitely over the Sledge for this side. And the only reason I say that is because the Buck can shoot up, can get the soft destruction on the floors from below, whereas the Sledge can't exactly swing his hammer at the ceiling.
That is very true. Okay, Ubisoft, let's give Sledge stilts, please.
Just hammer throwing ability.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Beats the hammer at the roof. But you can only do that once, and then your hammers are
5
gone
seconds
forever.
to insertion.
Ooh, okay, no, that is an absolutely terrible, terrible
What, is he
trade.
meant to just
Locate a
catch
bomb
it
and
again?
defuse it.
I mean, usually if you hammer something, the hammer's gonna fall because the rest of the ceiling breaks.
They should make it that if
Picks
it
it up.
falls, it can hit you and damage you. So if you throw
Okay.
it and you don't get out the way. Because, you know, you got to balance it somehow.
Yeah, no, that's true. Well, okay, Ubisoft, you've heard our wants and our needs, and we need to see a Sledge modification
I
here.
want to be able to yeet a hammer. Outside you play Sledge more.
I just imagine it in Ubisoft's patch notes. Sledge can now yeet his hammer.
That's actually what it would say. And you can yeet it horizontally too, so you could yeet it at a player and hope to get a kill or something.
Oh my
Could be
god.
interesting. Just hammers flying around the map. That could be something great here. As
God,
they
I
move
think
on
we're onto
into
something.
Sunrise, you see taking control of the bottom floor.
Okay, right now teams 5-5 on round 11 of Coastline. We are neck and neck as we have Antem Cox on the defense here. I mean, on the attack. How did I mess that up already?
I understand that the orange can sometimes be confusing because sometimes you're used to the orange always being on defense. I understand. You're good. You're good. Strider
I
just
am
takes a little bit of chip damage.
But look at the amount of angles that Unreal, or like, what Unreal's trying to do here is trying to see exactly what's happening on site. Doesn't see any player here, as we might see a bit of an engagement with Antem Cox peeking their heads a little bit too far to the point.
There is a player in blue bars. Sven does try get the peek off. Gets taken out instead. You see now in a great position to move on site. They know that bottom floor isn't going to be as heavily contested. They have Josh now. He's going to just try clear out default plant position in Billiards so that Homer can move on through. Too much talk of hammers. That's what happened.
Okay, Wicked found a nice kill, but he gets taken out anyways on the refrag coming in from Homer.
Yeah, beautiful refrag by Homer. Josh does have a little bit of sightline on Billiards. They are going to be looking to move on in there. As the aquarium door is now going to be opened. That's going to be the cue for them to try and move fully into Billiards and get that diffuser down.
I must say, I really like the patience here. Antem Cox making sure that even though they have the player advantage, they're still droning it out.
Oh yeah, information is key. That Billiards window now open. That's going to give them a little bit of information into that little cubby hole on just there by Billiards where the wall is. As there we go, window open, shooting through, just gonna stun out the smoke. They have to move now, only 10 seconds. There we go, diffuser going down in default position, and it is gonna get planted by Homer. Ladon just a little bit distracted. Post diffuser situation here, and they do manage to get one frag, but they need to get more if they want to control the site. The smoke does go down. Strider isn't there for his team, and Mario once again the last left of his team does manage to get one frag, but it's a hard task for him to fight through. He does have Josh, who can't really take a fight, but Angry African's definitely going to be looking from there as he manages to get Strider up. So once again, a 2v2 situation. Health pool is going to look the same, but they need to get to this diffuser. They need to get there fast. They only have 10 seconds left to do it as they make their movements. Josh just waiting for the angles. Angry African waiting for the sound of that diffuser going off, and there they go. They do manage to get rid of Josh. Angry African nowhere to be seen. Does manage to get the frag in the back, and Untamed take the map, or the round I should say. 6-5 up, and now it's match point.
Now it's match point. Just overly eager there, Trunok, but I think that's exactly what we can take away from this round with Ladon actually holding back a little bit too long, but then when they needed to rush there, they were a bit too eager and not aware of Angry African's location, which he was able to just clear them out. So, of course, if we do see the side of Untamed Cox coming up with another round win, we're going to be seeing them take the first map of not just this series for the double elimination round 1, but actually the first map win for the entire double elimination of the 80k Rainbow Six League. Which, I mean, I think that's quite good. That's a little badge you can put on your blazer. Be quite happy with that one.
Yeah, two
So-
matches have been played. So we do have results of those two matches. I know that OG
Defenders,
won
protect your
theirs
bombs from being defused
and
by attackers.
2-0, and Frantic 6 took Obstinacy out 2-0 as well. So Nibble still has to play their match, probably going to be happening tonight as well. And then we'll find out who's going into round 2. At the moment, OG is the only one confirmed. OG and Frantic 6, but they're not playing each other. If Nibble wins, then they'll be playing OG. If the team playing against Nibble wins, then they're playing against OG.
10 seconds to insertion.
Test out.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers
Oh
objective
my
is
word.
to defuse
Enemy drone just narrowly escaping, or not quite able to completely escape Strider's sight.
Just escaping that pest as well. And just trying to get some information to now. Ladon setting up for roamers just to have fun upstairs.
Yeah, so confirmation, Nibble have actually played their match, and they also won 2-0. So it's a introduction to the double elimination stages of the league with a lot of 2-0s here, as we will be seeing Omnius Gaming and Nibble play in that'll actually be tomorrow night, which will also be streamed and casted. So be sure to tune in for that. But enough of what's going to be happening tomorrow night. Tonight we do still have Untamed Cox over here on match point for Coastline versus Ladon. And things are looking a little bit dicey for both sides, as they're just in the information stages.
Well, let's see what they can do. I mean, Untamed now sitting on match point. They're going to be thirsty for this victory. So they're not going to be making silly mistakes. At least I hope they win. They do have a roamer upstairs that they need to just clear out. In looks like both Strider and Wicked sitting upstairs. Wicked now sitting in hookah, does have control. Might get a run out onto the balcony there, but VIP firmly in the grasp of Unsee. Unreal going down. Not exactly what you want if you're Untamed right now, Cloud.
Yeah, having one player go down when you're in match point is quite disheartening, but by all means, I think they can still grab this one out or clutch it out in that situation. Although, Ladon right now, they've actually walked past so many players of Untamed Cox, and oh my word, Homer actually finds Sven in that situation.
Yeah,
What
that's a
an
nice huge
exchange.
pick. That's one less roam we have to worry about. Although Wicked is still sitting upstairs.
Oh!
The refrag is on. And that's going to put some confidence in their step. Hookah control is theirs. And there's no way Wicked's going to get helped out just yet. As there we go. The IQ of Josh just, or Homer, I should say, just comes in and says, yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, you're down. And now we also see them once again removing the ceiling here so they can start getting some frags underneath. Just on the floor below.
I love that they brought the Harbinger Sun. They were expecting that hatch to be sealed once again. Ladon have been seeing that hatch on blue bar defense. So they brought it out. And we're ready to rock and get that hatch open. Now they have verticality. They can just drop down onto Sunrise if need be. Just peeking a nice little sneaky angle is Homer.
Ooh, and so much movement right now for Untamed Cox. It seems like Ladon are
15
just
seconds left.
so static. They aren't able to really move all that much. And Mario is just oh so low. And there we go. Mario falls down to enemy as they push in alongside the side of Homer and Angry African. We're going to be seeing the plant as Homer picks up a triple kill, taking out Death with the pistol. And it's up to Strider to clutch this one out from the depths.
A bomb has been
Okay, he does actually find one. This could be possible. Strider on the Mozzie right now. Try and take some shots into blue bar as we see Homer wanting to rotate in the situation. Enemy is watching where the diffuser is. And we need to see something amazing come out of Strider as he moves towards the diffuser. There's a player outside. He actually gets a headshot on enemy. He has almost no health, but he gets air jabbed as he runs outside. And there's the kill for the side of Untamed. Able to take this 2-round deficit going up. And there we go. Coastline goes to Untamed Cox. Can Ladon turn this one around, or are we going to be seeing on the next map where Untamed Cox continues?
What a beautiful little bit of play by UC. They using their utility nicely. I mean, that air jab on such a key place, making sure that the run out wasn't on for the defuse going back. UC, a little bit rocky, a little bit rough, but they managed to bring it back together and get the victory. Now sitting 1-0 up against Ladon. Now going to go to Ladon's map choice, which is going to be Consulate. And unfortunately, this is not a map that Ladon have won on this league. They were actually 7-3 or taken 7-3. Oh, sorry, not Consulate, Clubhouse.
Yeah, I think it's Clubhouse, and then
yeah.
the next choice for map was Cafe Dostoevsky.
Yeah, Caf
So-
is the decider. Yeah, sorry, this is
Yeah.
Clubhouse, not Consulate. I had a whole
Same,
thing.
same,
But not same. So yeah, they haven't actually played on Clubhouse in the league yet. So let's see what they can bring out. Whereas UC have played on Come Out and were quite dominant there. A 7-3 victory for UC on Clubhouse. So, this could be another map where UC come out on top, especially because they seem to love the vertical play. Clubhouse has a lot of areas to play vertically. Now, we are going to be taking a 5-minute break. So, I don't know, Cloud, do you have anything more to say about the match that just happened or match that's coming up before we hit that break?
Yeah, I said one thing is just saying that judging by how Untamed Cox played against Nibble that we saw over on Coastline previously last week, seeing Ladon being able to push them this far where they really had to fight for match points and to actually win the match at the end there, just a 1-versus-1 situation at the end of it all. Ladon looking really good, and if there was any team right now that would be pushing them to their limits in their line of play here for the double elimination, it's going to be Ladon doing that to Untamed Cox. So, of course, everybody, please don't go anywhere as we wait for this 5-minute break quickly, just so that all of the teams can get happy and everyone can relieve themselves in the situation. But we will be right back to give you the action of Clubhouse.
welcome back to the first round of the bracket phase, the double elimination phase. It is Untamed Cox taking on Ladon. Once again, my name is Trinok. With me is the wonderful Cloudburst, and we are going to Clubhouse, which is Ladon's map check, having just lost to Untamed Cox on Coastline. So it is 1-0 up to Untamed Cox. And let's see what Ladon can do to respond to that on Clubhouse, Cloud.
Yeah, it's after this first round, or the first map that we saw for this best of 3 of the double elimination side of the 80k Rainbow Six League. Wow, what a map over on the side of Coastline there. Untamed Cox just edging it out 7-5 against Ladon, and moving over now to Clubhouse, as you say, Trinok. I mean, I'm quite sure you said that we have seen Untamed Cox over on this map, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's the match that we watched, but they definitely have played this map, and they did win 7-3, which is quite a dominant victory for them. So this is not a map that they're not uncomfortable with. This is the first time Ladon is playing this map in the league, so we don't know how they're going to perform on this map. There definitely seems to be a map for Untamed Cox to pick up as we are going to go into that ban phase of thing, and I think Ladon definitely need to win this, but because Cafe is the final map of this, right? Ladon has played Cafe and they won 7-0, so you definitely know they've got Cafe on lockdown. So Ladon wants to win this to take it through to Cafe. We haven't seen Untamed Cox in Cafe, so again, how are they going to play there? But Cafe can be quite a strat heavy map. Untamed Cox love the firefights a bit more than the strat maneuvering, and you can see that in their bans they constantly get rid of that shield so that the firefights have to be played out.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen a clash ban as well included here, but of course staple here coming out with the echo ban as well. What is going to be the final defender ban? I must say just something with this. I do really like the strategy that you were going with there, Trinok, in regards to Ladon. Sorry.
It's really hard to say Ladon when we've both been saying Ladon
we've
for
saying
like
Ladon
2
for so
years
long.
now at this point.
So difficult. But what you're saying there with the strategy of picking a map that you're kind of comfortable on, because you know that the last map is going to be a match that you're very comfortable on, so you're able to close out the best of 3 series. I think that's some really nice macro play coming in regards to formats and knowing really how to play the format. But of course, right now,
that's a part of the bans is like you banning the maps, obviously that you don't want to play, right?
Yeah, no, completely.
You're not comfortable with. So it's also like you have to structure your bans in a way that you get that the side of map is a map that you're comfortable on, and I think they lucked out in that regards, in that there was Cafe wasn't a top priority for UC to ban.
And defuse bombs.
Yeah, so of course talking about map bans, but now we're actually in the game as we see the first round coming in for Clubhouse right now. Ladon on the defense.
Yeah, we're looking at a cash room CCTV defense, and they need to get control of that garage as well. Such a key entry point. Probably going to have Death and Wicked, just double reinforcing that. Make sure no entry. There is the hard breacher of the Habana on Unreal this time round though. So this is the map where you actually need that hard breacher, is, you know, Coastline's not really that important to have it. So you're probably going to find Unreal's going to be playing on that one a lot. They Angry African playing that what looks to be the hard support role. He is a really decent fragger, so it doesn't make sense quite for him to be on that role, but that's where he wants to play. That's where he's going to play on that Thermite. So now it's going to be up to how they enter. They do have the Thatcher just to get rid of those bandit traps. How's Sven going to react to that Thatcher removing those batteries on, for example, CCTV wall? You know, and is he going to trick it? Because that seems to be what the play is right now, as you see Untamed Cox moving onto that CCTV wall right now.
Yeah, Bandit's ready for this one as well. But I mean, this is similar to what we saw actually when we saw Untamed Cox over on Clubhouse previously with Angry African on the Thermite. I mean, last time he didn't really push this so much as he went through tunnel. But looks like they're actually they might just be able to get this. And they actually do.
Yeah, beautifully placed Thatcher there. Just make sure that the bandit trick isn't successful. So really well timed by UC. Great communication between the Thatcher and the Thermite. Gets that hole open. Escaros was wasted, but I think that was also more of a decoy to get the bandit trick off before the Thermite came out. So once again, great communication, really well played. That's now open now. CCTV is exposed. The bandit is going to be trapped in that corner.
Oh, yeah, this is quite dangerous just right from the very beginning. Ladon could be in quite the pickle. Although,
What the pickle?
so, Angry African has managed to push in now alongside enemy.
Yeah, interesting. They're just going straight up. Ooh, Unreal onto Strider is exactly what you need. But yeah, just going straight upstairs, not even worrying about the securing downstairs area. They've got CCTV open. I think what they were really hoping for was that quick diffusal plant, and then a post diffusal, just hold it out and keep them there. And that looks like how it's acting out here. Angry African just managed to rotate around from that CCTV area. Now he's going to move through Cash Room Cloud.
And finding another kill there onto Sven. Ladon need to find some way to bring this round back. But Antim Cox not holding anything back for the first round over on Clubhouse. As Wicked at least has a fairly decent angle to kind of jump back onto the point on a post-plant situation. As we're moving down to the 40 seconds remaining mark. Unreal taking a team kill on Angry African. Oh, this is the second team kill.
Fortunate for Unreal there. Just peeked the angle a little bit wrong. Must have mistook the head of Angry African for something else. As Cashroom now just manages to get control. The Kaid going down is going to allow them entry into Cashroom's 3v2 situation. Death is on his last limbs here, and it's very unlikely that Wicked's going to be able to rotate around to help him out as the stairs being held by Dujosh. The plant has to go down. You only have 6 seconds. And there we go. Diffuser is being placed. They have side control. And Wicked is going to try go for Dujosh instead, but the diffuser's down. Wicked's in a post-plant situation. Does manage to get at least one before being taken out by Dujosh.
I just have to say, we really need to see Antim Cox. This is your second team kill in 2 maps in this best of 3 series. You need to stop. Just please
Stop it.
Please get some help.
Old memes, accurate memes. So really well played by UC, despite that team kill taking the round. I actually really didn't notice that there was also Kaid. So Angry African tried to get an open onto a cash room even to, because that was where the diffuser would have gone down. And the Kaid was just there to respond with a claw trick instead of a bandit trick. So it's interesting how much Ladon is trying to stop the hard breaches of UC.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
I mean,
from
yeah,
being retrieved
having
by
2
attackers.
characters to do this, I think we're going to see, just off of this, the paradigm shift is going to cause Thatcher on the side of Dujosh to really get a lot of value and be so important going forward. If Dujosh isn't there or if he's taken out early, it's going to be very difficult for Antim Cox to actually have entry onto the point in this situation.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's also another thing is you wonder why perhaps Ladon didn't do a Thatcher ban, and is that because they also have a similar strat that they want to make 100% use of that Thatcher? You know, that's an interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the Thatcher performs on Ladon's attack.
Attackers must
I
locate
mean, we're
and
nowhere
defuse
near
the
to that
bomb.
just yet, but it's such a good point to actually look out for once we do get there. As right now, Angry African still over on the Thermite. I think we might see a tunnel play here. As I mean, that's just why I'm thinking that he's on the Thatcher. I mean, we don't really expect him to be the hard breacher when he's such a great fragger. But this could be exactly what his strategy is. Though,
Well, he is once again at CCTV wall. Probably just going to wait for Dujosh to come out with those EMP grenades. Enemy just going to sledge through on that end. And once again, same strategy again with the X-Kairos and the Thermite Charge. Although the Thermite Charge wasn't placed this time and Thatcher wasn't there to help out.
so it looks like this could be a little bit of a bait just to waste the time of Ladon as we have a rotate coming through for Untamed Cox.
It's not Ladon at the time it matters, though. Ladon wants the time to be wasted.
I think it's more of a focus on which side of the map we're going to be seeing the entrance from Untamed Cox taking place, as they're just moving all over. It's like they're running circles around it. and they've actually found a unreinforced wall over here.
You can't reinforce every wall. You just gotta
definitely
reinforce the key ones, and garage is definitely one of those. Is the you just see playing off of catwalk, just to hold any sort of entrance from that side door into garage. Make sure that they have this in their hands. Oh, sees the shadow. The peak is on. Doesn't manage to get the frag.
Oh,
Now
such a
just
tight
trading
firefight.
blows. Wicked still sitting full health after that engagement.
Yeah, and just there were so many moments there. I was like, it's gonna go either way. Who's gonna take it? And just nothing came of it
located
from
by
either
attackers.
side. Although now that Untamed Cox are in the building, they can start finding some proper ways to play through this. As Homer finds their first kill on Wicked with a nice little headshot as well.
Just droning out. They don't have a lot of time though, Cloud, as they have to make movements now. Looks like, oh, dude, Josh does manage to get secure of Catwalk. Gets to pick onto Sven in Cash Room. That's just opening up. Dude, Josh is now popping off for his team. You see, he said, I'm not waiting around anymore. C4 does go out from Mario. Does get Unreal. Beautiful play by him, but it is a 4v1 situation. Mario does go down in the end, and now it's all on death just to keep this one alive and in his pockets. The fuser needs to go down, but doesn't matter because death instead is the one that falls.
Dude Josh knowing exactly where he's gonna come from. That is a quad kill for Dude Josh over here on Clubhouse. That was a very nice round 2 from Untamed Cox right now. Currently 2 rounds up on Ladon.
Think ladder is how I'm doing it.
Oh, I should know this. Okay, but looking at what's happening here, I mean, it's once again they were so patient. Like it was actually almost at the point where it was painful for me watching that and just not seeing Untamed Cox do anything as the time is just ticking down. And then suddenly they just collapse on the point because they've been able to inch forward bit by bit
Attackers need
as
to locate
Ladon
and
isn't
defuse
able to
bomb.
really push forward or like play with any attrition in this regard because it's Untamed Cox that are deciding the pace of the match.
Yeah, Anton Cops definitely keeping Ladon on their toes. I mean, waiting till sub 1 minute before actually acting, and now Ladon just deciding completely, we're not going upstairs anymore. This is nonsense. We're going to church, and we're going to pray that UC can't do the same thing to us down there.
10 seconds left.
And
before
now
insertion.
Death on the Legion. Gonna actually be able to get a lot of value with his goo mines over here. And that mid jammer, ooh, what a
Attackers'
nice
objective
spot.
is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Yeah, nice. Not an unusual to see a mute in Arsenal Church defense and lock off those stairs. Let's see how UC does approach this there. Doesn't look like they're going to really make use of dirt. Probably going to try get control of kitchen, get hatch removed. They do have roamers to worry about upstairs though, just moving around. And as you can see, the IQ seeing if there are any defender gadgets on the second floor, because that'll give them any note of how this defense is being set up.
It also gives them a really nice entrance into the building. Being able to enter in through those stairs, hopefully they can try and find a nice angle to push down.
Oh, Death playing in dirt. So for a moment that was GC. I looked away for a second and the next thing, dirt was happening. So just placing those goo mines, making sure that there is no dirt on. Homer finds Wicked though, and that's gonna allow him to say, hey guys, we got space upstairs. You're free to move onto the first
Come
floor.
on in.
Get control of bar, get control of kitchen. Sledge now just gonna open up the area above Arsenal. Truly make it difficult for Ladon to mount any sort of defense. Kitchen control is theirs, bar control is theirs, hatches are being opened. This is not good if you're Ladon right now.
Oh no, there are just so many angles they have to be so careful of now. And they almost have to play underneath what is being broken just so that there's no angle for enemy to actually get kills on them, as he is just going absolutely wild on the flooring.
Bomb located by attackers.
Josh, making sure there's no rotate.
Just on that ladder. Imagine you walk up that ladder and you're just looking at 2 lasers of a claymore.
The COD experience.
Not not the. Never had that in COD. Usually because I'm not.
Not
I
playing.
suppose that's when you're. Yeah, maybe I'm the one that's always camping. Who knows?
Oh no, you're one of those. But talk about one of those, Unreal picks up another kill onto Strider as he has been doing quite a bit this series. Oh, so close to headshot on the Legion. Does actually find the kill, giving Unreal a double kill as we see them start moving in here. Of course, Gumine still doing a lot of work, allowing for Sven and Mario to find kills, but now the Kaid does actually get taken down from Homer, picking up a double kill as well. And it's only Sven left on the Maestro as there's 2 players on the side of Untamed Cox, and the Thermite and the IQ Angry African is going to be planting the diffuser, and we need to see Sven be able to get something out of this.
I don't know why he hasn't shot in that Electro Claw. It's causing issues for him right now. You just hear him screaming in the background.
Yeah, he's not comfy at all. And he really needs to push onto this. Untamed Cox, Angry African does find Sven. In a bit of
So Untamed Cops seeming to be way more comfortable on Clubhouse than Coastline.
yeah,
And, maybe not expected by Ladon at all.
Yeah, I think Ladon were like, okay, cool, we'll take this. We'll take Clubhouse down. We'll force them into Cafe. We're going to be getting something good out of this one. Let's go, best of 3. And Untamed Cox just standing there, the Rowdy Roosters, gatekeeping their entrance through to the rest of the winners bracket, or at least trying to. I mean, we're only on round 4 right now. 3 rounds up. It's a good deficit to be in. But, hey, it's far from over, as right now we do see the Wamai coming out on Strider.
Definitely far from over. And if you see right now, you want that 6-0 because you don't want to see what Ladon can do on the attack, right? Ladon definitely doesn't want that 6-0 unless they have super confidence in the attack. And then, of course, you have to 6-0 your attack to get it into an overtime. So Ladon have to nail this defense. They're going back to Cash Room. They realize that UC is a little bit too well versed on going to church themselves. And let's see if maybe they can defend the cash this time around.
Yeah,
Get the
once
money,
again,
you know? Keep the money.
get the money, keep the money, not spend the money, we investing. But Sven over here once again on the bandit. He wants to hold this, and I mean Kaid also has the claw as well. So same strategy coming in. They just want to make sure that they can stop the entrance inside Untamed Cox, but maybe we'll see something different coming out from them. As once again, of course, they do have the Hibana, the Thermite, and the Sledge.
Going live.
Yes, see, I think they love running this hard breach combination. And instead of going to capture more, actually going to open up garage this time. Maybe split the focus, move that bandit away from capture more, as you do see the Abana and the Thermite moving up to them. Probably going to try a similar strategy again with a garage door open though. That does give them a nice little entry point. They are going to have to watch out for what's happening on Catwalk. It looks like Death just sitting on Catwalk right now. As there we go. There's the Thatcher EMP grenade as they try the same strategy again, and he's going to have to throw it one more time. But the man
not in time.
powerful, not timed as well as the first time round, and that's going to be unfortunate. They did manage to open up that hole before the Kaid Electric Claw went onto it.
Yeah, I think we have to give it to Mario and Sven here, making sure that they're playing that one a little bit one step ahead of the side of Untamed Cox's combination. But straight to the roof is what Unreal wants to do on the Hibana. Might just be taking the same angle that he did before to enter into the building.
It's possible that he's just going to try the same thing again as they're going to open CCTV window. I keep saying it's cash room wall, it's actually CCTV wall.
Oh, that is correct, yeah. I actually thought that looked over onto garage, but I've been wrong before. As we do see Angry African once again picking up the diffuser. He's taking a bit of damage. That's not going to deter him from wanting to push onto point, although this might. Now, Josh going down, they do not have a Thatcher on the team anymore.
I don't think he had much gadget left. I think he used most of it on CCTV wall in any case. So, you know, he had almost served his purpose, but you definitely don't want to lose him in any cases. Now from Jim, they want to get control of Cash Room, but you just got Sven and Death sitting happily behind that reinforcement, waiting for the Cash Room push to just get a sneaky frag. 40 seconds coming up for UC to get this diffuser down.
Well, and look at this Sledge opening up that window there, as we do see another rotation here. Of course, IQ is actually holding those stairs there. Might just rotate back to garage, as Wicked finds Homer though on the IQ as he wanted to walk down there, but they just knew his location. Unreal.
Well, I mean, he gave away his position firing those pistol shots, trying to get rid of the Legion Gumines. You have to be very careful about how you give you a possession. Oh, the my Magnus stops that grenade mid-flight. That could have been bad if you were death, but he survives. Oh, but the thermite of Angry African comes up from behind on the stairs. No flak watch, but a refrag by Wicked puts us in a 2v2 situation. Gotta get that diffuser down. Does Angry African, but there's too much going on in Cashram and Ladon win their first round of Clubhouse. Could this be the swing they need in their favor?
Yeah. Whew. Okay, so last round I spoke about the patience and the way that they just collapse once they get to a certain point. And it seems like they were actually a bit shaky there. I think that the defense that Wicked was able to hold there on Garage kind of stopped what they wanted to do in the situation. And yeah, this is Ladon getting one round up over on Clubhouse.
Ladon expecting that once again double play by the Thatcher Hibana, just had the bandit trick a little bit more on point, a little bit of miscommunication between your Thatcher Thermite and the Hibana. I think that's threw off UC's attack for sure, made them a little bit more uneasy. They didn't know how to act from there. You can see they're a little bit more disorganized. How do we get into CCTV and Cashroom now that we haven't opened up that wall and given a threat from that wall? And I mean, that just seemed to be the spanner in the works of UC's attack.
But can Ladon replicate it once again as we are moving into the basement side of things? I need to stop saying of things. I need to say of the map. It's just, there's so much context. I'm just like, nah, I don't need this. What is context?
5 seconds to go.
Who needs context, really?
Yeah. Don't know what you're talking about. But
Brought a Goyo downstairs instead, so they're going to be using those shields to try lock down as much space as possible. So much utility he brings, but it looks like this time round UC is going to be going to dirt, seeing what they can do moving down that tunnel. Whereas last time they secured the building a little bit better.
But I love seeing enemy over on the roof now, which means he probably wants to do the same thing as he did before, where he's just going to be breaking the flooring above the bomb site.
He does have to watch out for Wicked, however. This Jaeger running around upstairs.
Yeah, Wicked's moving down those stairs, and the enemy was actually right behind him. I don't know if he managed to hear or see him. But when you're Wicked, you actually have to be quite scared of this right now, as a drone goes past. They definitely do see him, and Wicked has to rotate or he is going to be hunted down. So enemy using this to his advantage and actually knowing that Wicked had to run away opens up all the space upstairs for him.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Sven just ready at that hatch that's been broken. Oh, did he get the drone? Yeah, no, I think Strider did get the drone.
Just denying information to UC, as UC yet to really move through Clubhouse down to site. They do have control now of bar area, and
Attackers dropped the
I
diffuser.
would call that disco. Some people call that strip club. They do have control of that area, so this is going to give them able to move onto hatches now. As you see the Havana opening up the hatch into bar, going to have some drop down capabilities, storage room being opened as well, and that's going to give Ladon a little bit more to think about.
Yeah, losing Wicked here, not having your roamer to be able to, let alone get some kills here on the rotation, but not able to really share information with you where it matters. Homer extremely low here, and Gumine on him as well. It's a tough angle for Untamed Cox to enter through.
Yeah, this blue area is often not one that's used a lot because it is really hard. But there we go. Now have church control. But Death says no, enemy. This ain't your time to shine. As they have dropped down. Just want to get control of church again. Get that same diffuser plant down. Angry African is going to move in to get the diffuser down. Josh popping off. Finds them into a 3v1 situation. The Goyo is popped by Josh. Almost goes down, but the diffuser is going to be there. Post-plant situation. What can Death do? Nothing because he is Death himself.
Yeah, Death was just so low in that situation there. And Untamed Cox, once again, Josh just showing that he is not someone to sleep on the team. I know we talk about Angry African and Enemy as the top fraggers, or even throwing Unreal into it, but now Josh and Homer really stepping up from what we've seen today in itself back over on the previous map for Coastline and now showing it out in Clubhouse. He is able to do so much work over there from Josh, coming out with a clutch triple kill just to turn the tide of the battle.
Yeah, Josh pulling it out for his team. 4v1, not a 4v1. 4-1 now. And Ladon still unable to find a way to defend Church. They managed to figure it out. They managed to figure out his TV and cash room. But Church Arsenal just ain't their vibe as they go there once again, bringing the same Goyo. Going to put Death once again in dirt. They really need to focus on holding bar and club area. They did have a roamer in club, but really nothing came of that. He got picked out, taken out way too early on to have much of an effect. And losing bar, losing kitchen just allows so much verticality for UC, getting those hatches open, then dropping down into Memorial, and just being able to go from Memorial into Church has been the vice of Ladon's defense.
I kind of want to see Ladon ignore dirt and not actually apply reinforcements there. But it just seems like in this situation, I mean, that's a very dangerous and risky play.
I do agree with you, because I mean, it's not often that you have teams funneling down dirt, because it really is just a funnel. That if you go down there, you could get locked in if you don't have the ability to push through that dirt door, that one door of dirt. That's it. So, you know, you could get away with not reinforcing it and just having a good mines in dirt. So I agree with you there that maybe focus your reinforcements elsewhere. Your site set up a little bit different to what you're doing now.
But on the side of Ladon, that is their strategy going into this, and I imagine that's the strategy that they've practiced. So we could see them coming out on top over here, but what a drone play over here. They know exactly where Wicked is situated. As he is just watching this angle, we could see Enemy find the first kill of this round. As he actually has to back up, as Wicked is aware that his location has been compromised. But he wants to take this duel on. Taking damage, he's having to back off. Or is he still looking for more alongside Enemy? Potentially some crossfire alongside this with Homer. Drone once again. He can't do this. He's just being attacked from so many angles. He can't focus the drone either, which is just giving them so much information to work with. And Wicked is so low. If he can find a kill here, he is actually going to get so much value with the amount of resources that have been put into him in regards to time, but he does get taken out. Right now, Enemy is the one that finds the kill on the sledge there. No damage taken on the side of Untamed Coxes. Right now, Bar and Disco are in control.
Yeah, top 4 control. And like you said, I mean, Wicked at that point where they was just burning through the time of UC. Going down, not exactly what he would have wanted. As Josh almost gets a sneaky peek through the hash on to Ladon in Church area. And again, they have Memorial open, and they're probably going to find they're going to drop through Memorial hatch once again, as that seems to be the play of the day for UC. They already have someone on main stairs onto that hallway, gonna be putting pressure in the hallway area now. That's gonna just give so many angles that I don't have to worry about, especially kitchen hatch has also been open. But Josh going down to that impact grenade, he was low, so that is a possibility that could happen. Goyo shield just gets removed from Memorial, and that's gonna give them controls. Oh, the Legion of Death is spotted out and tagged quite hectically by the sledge of Enemy.
This is Untamed Cox is just, they're entering with such velocity, but they're actually taking so much to the face right now that they have to deal with as they try to push through this. I mean, breaking Goyo shield, trying to push through again, dealing with 2 people, but Stride is the one that falls. Homer and Unreal
10
both
seconds
them,
remaining.
picking up kills. It's 1 versus 4. Untamed Cox want to have 5 rounds going here, but
5
Kaid
seconds to go.
finds a kill over onto Angry African as Mario gets a double kill. He can't find more as the push in coming through from the side of Unreal and Josh. Oh my word.
I love the idea of Angry African going, we have church control. I'm going to go plant the diffuser in the same spot I've planted it every round. And Mario's just sitting there like,
I'm gonna get him.
I'm waiting for him. Yeah, so Mario manages to get 2 cheeky kills, but just not able to hold on for 1 more second. And that would have been Ladon's round 5v1 on the Switch. UC looking strong. Let's see how Ladon responds. They bringing a similar composition. Havana, Thermite, you do need those Todd breaches for this map. Thatcher, definitely, if there's going to be a bandit around. Doesn't look like that is UC's play, though. They do have the mute. Let's see what they, not even going to bring out a 6-pick. Ella, great for initial entry, staggering, stalling,
protect your
making
bombs from
sure
being defused by
that
attackers.
they are scared to come through doorways as they go downstairs. So yeah, it makes sense not really having the bandit as they, I didn't see that they were going down to Church Arsenal. But look at the setup, Cloud. Immediately running upstairs, the 2 of them actually going to be reinforcing cash room, maybe trying to bluff them out, thinking that they're running a cash room CCTV defense and they aren't downstairs.
Oh, but they just found the bomb, so... I love the idea of it, and it was actually something I was going to bring up. I actually have it in my notes here that I wanted to mention, like, what if we see a bluff over on Clubhouse, and
10 seconds remaining.
we saw it almost come out, but I don't think it really works when they find the bomb here. That's a lot of resources being thrown into upstairs. But on the contrary, it is a direction of entrance that they are going to be denying for Ladon, or at least making it more difficult. Could be funneling them in through a different side, or they might be able to find them. Oh, we know they want to move this way, but we can hear that. But all of them, they're just rushing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if Ladon's just going to rush blue hallway now, straight onto Arsenal, and there they just get picked off by Unreal, who's going to get fragged as now he has the numbers on his against him, I should say. And UC need to respond, they need to get down quickly. Josh does go down, but finds Wicked in the refrag. Diffuser is being planted. They are going to be in a post-spawn situation. Mario finds Unreal, but death gets refragged. And here's the take that we need from UC. Mario, the only one left, gets taken out. He is unable to do anything else for his team. And you see him all the time in the world. Ladon tried their hardest to rush into that side and hold it. UC is good at taking Arsenal Church. Why didn't they see the retake coming so fast?
That was crazy. Like, Ladon, knowing that they're staring down match point, they were like, okay, guys, we're going balls to the wall. Let's do it. We're rushing blue room. All 5 of us. Go, 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 go. And it just did not work out for them right now. And now staring down match point, Untamed Cox are looking to hold CCTV cash room now. And judging by what they've got here, Mute, Bandit, Valkyrie, Castle, Jaeger, they are so ready for this. And we have to see some big changes in regards to how Ladon are going to be playing this.
I just got a note from our producer, Mr. Noobslice. He's doing a fantastic job. That we need to ask. I'm guessing the viewers to stick around for interviews after the match. I obviously, I guess we're going to be interviewing a captain of sorts, probably Untamed Cox captain, if they keep the momentum and win this round out.
Yeah, I mean, just 1 round to go. Look at how they're actually holding Garage here. Could this be a... I don't think it's another bait situation here.
Oh no, I mean, you set up Garage when you got cash room. That's a standard Garage setup that they are doing there. Doesn't look like they're going for the bluff this time around. And one of the reasons why they were able to take sites back so quickly is because most of them were actually upstairs. So they kind of just reverse attack their own site. And similar collapse down, similar rotation holes. And Ladon just not finding the strategies that are working out for them on a map that they chose that you would expect them to be extremely strong.
Yeah, I think we can just see that right now, even though Coastline was quite a close contention, Untamed Cox, I think this is something that we potentially saw coming into this, where Untamed Cox are definitely a team that you cannot sleep on. They really do have quite a bit of practice and a lot of mechanical skill to back up the practice as well. But oh, what a cheeky Captain Tower flame crossbow play here.
Just trying to
Alongside
smoke
the
out,
Kibana.
make sure that there's no possibility of the bandit tricks of anything happening there. Beautiful fire, well placed, well use of the capital, well used. My words have escaped me
Word's
here.
gone. But they do have entrance onto CCTV room now. So now they just need to stop finding the frag so they can properly move here as they want to actually drone out for some more information, but there is a mute kind of giving them a lot of issues. That's not the first drone that's gone down to the mute gadget.
Oh, Strider,
Okay.
it's a nice entrance onto Josh. Just clears out that roamer from downstairs. That's going to give them an option just to have downstairs control, get some vertical play, although they're not really set up to it. They do have self-destruction in Zofia, but not much else. But having that garage door open is huge. As Homer finds himself in a little bit of a scrappy battle, does manage to get
Okay.
a spin. Is going to get the frag
Gets
down.
two.
On to
Oh my
Strider
word.
as well, and puts UC back in a favorable position. 2 left for Ladon. Mario and Death, what can they do? They do get 1 frag, but it's a 3v2 and they have to get onto site.
Oh my word, that was just such a quick turnaround. I was about to say that the side of Homer is about to fall, but he manages to actually find 2 kills in that. Meanwhile, he's dealing with 3 players crossfiring him. But now, 2 players left, Mario and Death. As Angry African, another C4 play. Who is keeping a counter because you need it updated as Untamed Cox get the win over on Clubhouse. 2-0 in this best of 3 double elimination against Ladon Esports, who have now been sent to the losers bracket. And oh my word, looking so good. Untamed Cox. Wow! 7-1?
Yeah, a dominant performance on Clubhouse. Who would have thunk it? I mean, based on their previous match, 7-3 win, you know, maybe to be expected. But also, they weren't playing Ladon in that previous match. And here, Ladon, a team that you would expect, took them to 5-7 on Coastline, which is arguably one of UC's best map. You would think that Ladon would go to their own map,
Did you play
a
James?
choice that they make Clubhouse,
play.
and pop off and truly get some momentum going, but they just couldn't find a way to stop UC's anything.
Yeah, UC definitely coming out on top, and let's see if we can make contact with the captain of Untamed Cox so we can have a quick chat. Situation is for us to get someone involved who looks. No, we don't have that just yet.
Yeah, are we, I don't know. Are we going to go to intermission or do we want to just keep talking for the time being?
Cool, we're just gonna. So update here. We're gonna be having Angry African of Untamed Cox, who is the captain. He's gonna be coming in to have a quick, brief chat with us in regards to what we just saw unfold tonight.
Guys, what an absolute banger coming out from the Untamed Cox, or as we know them, the Unleashed Roosters. And we're bringing in Angry African now, who is the captain of the winning team. African, how are you feeling after that performance this evening?
No, really good. I'm just glad the work we've done in the weeks has paid off, especially on that final map.
Yeah, awesome, man. We've heard that Coastline is definitely your strongest map, but you guys seem to have come out in a much bigger force on Clubhouse. Have you guys been practicing Clubhouse? Is it a map that you've been focusing on? And did you expect to take it 2-0 this evening?
Yeah, we've always been strong on our Clubhouse, but we haven't really played it against big teams in the tournaments yet. Yeah, obviously we felt good about our Coastline, but it didn't turn out that good today.
Okay, well, it didn't turn out that good, but you did manage to take the map, so congratulations to you as well. And African, I hope you're ready for the memes, because we're going to start calling you Angry C4 African. I mean, you've probably hit about maybe 6 or 7 C4 kills today. Is it a normal part of your gameplay? Have you had lots of fun throwing that block of explosives around, or has it just been your operator choice?
Of course. No, it's really fun, and yeah, as you've seen, I like the Valk plays, and sometimes the camps just plays off, and you know exactly where a person is for that C4.
All right, man. Well, I just want to say congratulations, and I hope that the rest of the tournament goes really well for you. You have been an amazing up-and-coming team and player, and we hope to see you guys make it far in this tournament.
Thank you very much, and thanks for the fans, and thank you for Ladon. They played really well today.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much, and we'll definitely catch you in some future fixtures.
Okay, can I hop in for a second here? Sorry. Just a bit of derailment here, but Angry African, you actually have quite a lot of fans that have come to actually watch your game tonight. If there's something you could tell them, what would you like to let all of them know?
Yeah, I'm lost for words now. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Just thanks, I guess.
Okay, but I think that's probably the most honest and genuine answer you can possibly get for this. But just as Noobslice said, good luck for the remaining matches. You're going to be going up against the Frantic Six next, so I hope you're confident for that one as you go through the winners finals, well, the winners bracket. Not
Thank you
there
for
yet.
yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Cool, man.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, man. Cool, guys. We're going to be bringing Mario in now. Cloudburst, are you going to take this one? He's going to be coming in with us now.
Hi there, Mario, who is joining us from the side of Ladon. He's the captain of the team that we just saw play against Untamed Cox. Unfortunately, going down over on Clubhouse here. Mario, how are you doing at the moment?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Yeah, that was just a unfortunate event. I couldn't really say. We just lost a lot of gunfights there, and yeah, we just need to work on gunfights, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that was actually something that we were saying going into this, that from your side, you guys are actually quite strategic in your play. You definitely have a lot of lines of play that you want to work with here. But I just want to know from your side, in regards to the maps here, would you say that the side of Coastline and Clubhouse are those maps that you guys are very proficient on? Or did you guys have a bit of struggle in the ban phases of your maps?
Coastline is one of our strong maps, to be honest, but we tried something a bit new now, changing roles and everything. And I think it worked great for us. Just the need to, like I said, just for the gunfights and everything. And Clubhouse is one of our weaker maps, and we couldn't really play one of our strong maps because they banned them all. So we went on to Clubhouse. We were really motivated to play Clubhouse actually because we haven't played Clubhouse in a while, and Clubhouse was one of our strong maps. But with the new meta and everything, a lot has changed, and looks like we need to adapt a little bit more.
Yeah, I must say, you're actually sounding very positive about this. I can see that you're definitely someone who looks a bit further than the situation right now. And I mean, your time in this tournament isn't over just yet, as you are going to be moving into the losers bracket. And I can see that you're very motivated to continue learning and improving your strategies for maps like Clubhouse. But can you just give me some insight as to what we should be looking for going forward for the side of Ladon in the future matches that you're going to be playing?
I mean, as you can see, we might have lost this match and go to the loser bracket, but the game is not over. And what I can say to my fellow teams is just be ready. We're gonna come in with a bang, maybe. Hopefully we see one of the good teams down there. That can really give us worth of our money. Or how do I say that? Sorry, I don't know how to say that through speech. But yeah, we're going forward really positive. Gonna work a lot now on our aim and everything. And yeah, really looking forward to see anyone in the finals, hopefully.
Okay, great. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Mario is ready to go, and teams need to watch out for Ladon, who are going to be ripping up the losers bracket here. Mario, thank you so much for joining me, and by all means, well played tonight. It was a blast to be able to commentate your match, and I cannot wait to see more of your team.
Awesome, man. Thank you for you guys for commentating our match, and thank you for everything, man.
Cool, man. Thanks a lot, man.
Cool. Thank you.
So, guys, we have reached the end of our first best of 3 broadcast. How are you guys feeling? Jonah, Cloudburst, how are you guys doing?
Well,
I
by the
was
sounds, it
hoping
sounds
that
like Cloud is
Cloud-
dead.
I was hoping that you were going to talk first.
You
I
said
wasn't
your
sure
turn
about that.
first.
That doesn't mean he wants me to talk first.
Well, just
I thought
Talk.
you're. I'll talk. Yeah, no. I think that was a great set of matches. A little bit unfortunate for Ladon. Obviously, I mean, Cloudwood did bring it up, or I should say, Mario brought it up that Ladon just didn't have the gunfight potential it does have. So let's see what UC can bring out as they go into round 2. How that ability to win those gunfights is going to be in their favor, and I mean, Ladon going into losers bracket now, so they're still in this. They still have a chance to get back into that grand final. I think that's going to be great, and I think as a first sort of spectated match, we couldn't have asked for something better, especially on Coastline. And what a great way to just start off the bracket, the double Elam phase, broadcasting wise, with a bang.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Tronok. I came into this excited, and I've just left with more excitement for what is going to be continuing throughout the double elimination phases of this tournament. And I mean, it's only going to get better. Just right now, we did see Untamed Cox and Ladon play, but tomorrow night we are going to be seeing the giants of the local Siege community playing. It is going to be Omnius Gaming versus Nibble Esports. And Tronok, are you ready for that?
I want to say I'm ready for it, but we'll find out tomorrow when those two teams start bashing heads.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a unstoppable object against a unmovable force, and I'm excited. It's going to be such a good match. I mean, we saw this best of 3 over on Coastline being pushed till the very end, but we might see more of that tomorrow night. But I must say, it's a thanks from my side for everyone that came to view this, and thanks to the teams for just playing out of their minds. Tronok, anything else that you would like to say before we say thanks to our lovely producer?
Nothing from my end. Just thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight, who watched it, who constantly supports South African Siege, who has been supporting the ATK League in general. Thanks to ATK for hosting this league and giving us a nice platform where we can showcase the amazing Siege talent. And especially thank you to Noob Slice for producing this and backing it and being just the driving force behind this league in general. That's pretty much all I have to say. I don't know if Slice himself wants to close out or not.
I couldn't say anything more perfectly than both of you have said. So thank you very much to you two as well for being the most amazing casters. Thank you for coming into an esport in a country where it hasn't had the most prevalence and making the most of it as shoutcasters. It's an absolute privilege for me to be able to sit in the same Discord as you guys. So thank you very much.
You're going to make me blush, Noob. But I have one more thing to say, though, is I just want to say, I know we've mentioned a thanks to ATK, but just the sponsors as well over here, Elgato, AMD, Logitech, and HP Omen. Of course, they're here to make everything happen behind the scenes, and I don't think that this tournament would be such a success without them, or without you here, Noob Slice. You've been doing a fantastic job throughout, but that's all for me. I'm done. I'm done with words.
All right,
and
guys.
that's going to be it from the broadcast. Sorry, I cut you off there, Slice.
Nope, that's it. Take us away.
Yep, that's going to be it from us at the broadcast team. We will see you tomorrow with OG taking on Nibble Esports. Almost forgot their name for a second. It's going to be a huge one. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And thanks for watching.
Good job, guys. There was an illegal elite skin used in the last round.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and again. I work 50 plus a week, but play as often as I can. I got instincts that I follow. I don't try to understand, cause in the end, we're just animals and about to represent. Yeah, represent. About to represent. Doing things that they ain't seen before, time and time again. I don't mind my paying homage, honest. You should do the same. In the end, we're just animals and about
I will just drag Angry in here. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna look over the footage and confirm that it happened. I'm gonna look up the necessary recourse. I'm gonna call a meeting between captains and say that this isn't an ESL league, although we are sticking to ESL rules. I want to know between. I'll make sure that we watch the new players around, so we do this one round.
Let's go.
So I will put a little video together of the footage and I'll just see what I can get anyway, and I'll make a decision for you guys tomorrow morning. You guys will only have to worry until next week anyway, but I will give you guys an answer tomorrow. I'll call you guys in a meeting and we can discuss this like gentlemen first, and then if there is no gentleman's agreement reached, we will just have to go against the hard rule